Good morning, everyone. So, today is March 13th. It is Wednesday, and I just want to welcome you back to the channel here because I haven't done this yet this year, and I should have. But we need to have a conversation about opening the golf course early and what this means, A, for the golf course, B, for the business, and C, for myself. So, this year, we have been able to basically golf, I would say not this calendar year, but March to March. We have been able to golf 12 months out of the year. Now, I did not open the golf course up on January 31st this year in 2024, but I could have. So that means that we basically have been able to golf 12 months out of the last 12 months. So what does that mean for the golf course? Well, that means that we shouldn't have any damage on the tees or the greens. There's a little bit of snow mold in some of the roughs, but tees and greens should be looking really nice, and fairways as well. What that also means, I was able to cut down about 20 to 25 trees along the golf course wherever I needed to, which was great. And that took me a lot of the winter. And then I also began to brush some areas of the golf course as well, and still are working on that because, as you can see, it's frosty out. Nothing is growing. It's dry. So I haven't been able to mow it all. So that's basically what I've been working on here over the last 3 to 4 to 5 months is brushing and cutting down trees, just improving some of the aesthetics of the golf course. And I'm not going to step on the green because there is a little bit of frost here. But you can see I did have a hydraulic leak last year right at the end of the season that I need to repair now this year. But I'm excited for the golf course this season. I'm excited for what it has to offer to people. We were just coming off a record year last year, and I hope to be able to top that again this year, which is great. Now, with that being said, if any of the patrons are watching this, the record year in terms of sales, does that mean a record year in profits? My bottom line. So, the more money you make, the more money you have to spend, essentially. But that is shown in the improvements in the landscaping, the quality of the golf course, the quality of the staff and the food inside, etc., etc. So, like I said, I'm excited, but now we're into the point of the spring, March 13th, where you get, even though it's going to be 60 today, you get these cold nights where it freezes at the golf course. So as much as I want to start up irrigation systems, somebody lost a club. Ooh, it's a Nike. As much as I want to start up the irrigation system, I'm very worried that not necessarily the heads themselves are going to freeze, but the pump house is going to freeze. And I had about $2,500 to $3,000 worth of work done on that last year. So I don't want to mitigate any of the work that was done. Irrigation is just going to have to wait. Hopefully we can rely on Mother Nature here to bring us some much needed rain. Yeah. So what does that mean for me? That means a lot more work. So essentially I'm working for my money, and I'm working very early this year. This could be a very, very long season of golf. Basically from beginning of March till what most likely will be November. So that's going to mean a lot of work. And if any of you have ever owned a bar and restaurant, you realize that work doesn't stop in the wintertime either. That work just continues. So it's going to mean a lot of work. I'm going to have to try to manage my time efficiently, and I'm going to have to manage the time that I can actually get away from the business to get away. And that's something that over the years I have learned, especially after year 2 of owning this business. It's year 4 right now. I had some almost catastrophic health issues, which ended up costing me about $8,600 in total. So that was very catastrophic, not only to money. Thank goodness I had a good year last year where I was able to comfortably pay for that. And and I was essentially just working myself too hard. 100 to 120 hours a week between this and coaching boys and girls golf at my local high school just wasn't going to work out. And I realized that, I still love to coach, so I still do that. But you, A, have to hire people, you, B, have to delegate, and you, C, which is really tough for me, you have to be able to take time away from your business and not work so much. And that's something that I struggle to do. I struggle to do that at my previous job as well. And, you're just going to burn yourself out no matter what you do. And in the golf industry specifically, there is a ton of burnout because there's a lot of people like me in there who work and work and work, and then we just physically get burnt out. And I'm a very physically fit person. I try to work out 5 days a week, and it's taking a toll on my body, and I'm only 26. So those of you who say otherwise are crazy. But when you work the hours that I do, and you work as hard as you do to progress your self-image, your business image, your brand, you're building a brand here with this business. With any business, you're building your own brand. And in order to make that brand work, you have to put in the hours. There's no easy way around it. If you want to make your business successful and build equity in your business, you have to put in the hours. So essentially, this is meaning a lot more work for me, which is totally okay. That's what I got myself into. But you have to take the ups and the downs. And like most business owners say, they enjoy 10% of their job or 20% of the job, and the rest of the 80% is just very unenjoyable. And that's basically what it is for me. Now, thankfully, I do get a little bit of time in the winter to work on my vehicles, stuff like that. So that is a plus. There are perks to the business. But for a one-man show, it can get very, very difficult here to, do what I want to do. As an example, these bunkers, my bunker rake isn't working, so I really can't go out and work on these unless I want to hand rake them. But truth be told, I don't want to do that. So with that being said, this has to be one of the earliest openings, the earliest I can remember in my lifetime, 26 years, about one of the earliest openings of all time for the season. Remember, we did golf in early February, like the 2nd or the 3rd, along with January as well. But to actually open up for the season, March 1st or 2nd, I believe it was the 1st this year. That is a first. The earliest I can remember opening was March 7th, and there was some closings in there as well. But the weather looks good, and it looks like we're going to be able to stay open here, and you will be watching this video a little after the 13th, so hopefully the weather holds up, and we're able to continue to have a great season. But this is a little bit of a video inside my life and what I do besides cars, and how I make a living essentially is owning the business, working my butt off, and coaching as well. Although that's more for fun. Coaching, you don't get paid a lot of money. That is for damn sure. But this is my livelihood. This is my business. I'm always thinking financially and how I'm going to make my next move, how I'm going to make my next 5 moves. It's really tough in the summer, though, when you have a bunch of stuff going on and your head is going 100 miles an hour every 6 different ways, and how you're essentially going to make that next move. My dream is always to own a golf course, but I want to own another business as well, whether it's with a partnership or not. And this is my key to build equity in this business and use the bank's money in order to reach that goal, essentially, without being too busy and working 24 hours a day, and being able to spend time with my family and friends, and being able to ultimately do what I do best, is golf. And I don't do that enough, and I need to do that more. So thanks for watching, guys. This is just a little excerpt on the early golf course opening and what it means for me, the business, and the golf course here. And hopefully, again, it'll be a record year. So essentially, not not, I don't want to brag, and I'm not bragging, but essentially keep the lifeline of the golf course going so I can have a little bit more money stacked away in case something were to happen, or in case a few bad years were to happen and I needed to tap into the reserve. So we're going to keep trying our best here at making this place better and better and better, offering more amenities here, and hopefully keep this place up and running and the best it can be for you all. So again, if you're in the area, Pinecrest Golf Course, stop on by. Great little 9-hole facility. It's nothing special, but it's what we have and it's what we deal with, and there's always ways to make it better and keep it running the best that it can. All right, guys, take care, like and subscribe. Thank you.